Can your disc herniation heal, or is it a myth and is it damaged for life? 80% of people alive will experience back pain at some point in their life, and up to 2% of the population will suffer from a lumbar disc herniation on an annual basis. In this episode number 156 of the Low Back Pain Podcast, I'm going to break down whether you can heal from a disc herniation and what healing means and looks like. First, let's understand what a herniated disc is. Your spine is comprised of vertebra and discs in between those vertebrae primarily. A herniated disc occurs when the center of that disc, called the nucleus pulposus, protrudes through the outer layer of the disc, the annulus fibrosus, and pushes on sensitive tissues or impacting a nerve. I was shocked to hear that millions of people have been told that once that process occurs, they can never heal again. It is damaged for life. It is a permanent situation and there is no coming back from it. However, I'm very happy to tell you today that that is not true, but there are some specifics that you must understand about what healing actually means and what that means for you. So this is absolutely important and you need to listen to the end of the video. When this process occurs, about 90% of the time, this can heal on its own. Yes, you heard that right. The body is amazing and it can heal 90% of the time. The most amazing part of this is based on the current literature analyzing 31 studies. It is evident that the greater the disc herniation is, the higher the probability of recovery. And this is the opposite to what most people are told. Most people are told, oh, your disc herniation is really bad. This is really severe. You need to be concerned. When in reality, the evidence shows the greater the herniation, the higher the chance of recovery. The primary disc herniation classifications are as follows. A disc bulge, meaning the internal fluid has just bulged and is pushing against the outer layer. A disc protrusion, where it's beginning to actually push through the outer layer. A disc extrusion, where it has pushed through all of the outer layer. And a disc sequestration, where it is completely torn through the outer layer and is now actually leaking fluid out of the disc. Now the disc can regress and migrate back to its original location. And it was found that 96% of disc sequestrations were able to regress, 70% of disc extrusions were able to regress, 41% of disc protrusions were able to regress, and 13% of disc bulges regressed. So as I stated, the greater the disc herniation, the better the chance of regression. And the rate of complete resolution of these discs, which means there's no more evidence on an MRI or image of a disc herniation, was 43% for disc sequestrations and 15% for extruded discs. Now hold on, you might be thinking, okay, well, if only 13% of disc bulges and 41% of disc protrusions regress, then that means they're not all healing, right? That means that some of them don't heal and they're like that forever. But here's the most important understanding here is that discs don't have to fully regress, meaning resorb back to their original location in order for someone to heal. And this is where we need to discuss, what does healing mean? What is a healed disc herniation and how is that different for each person? This is extremely important because we know that 90% of people can recover from disc herniations, but that does not mean that it will be gone from the image. So why is this important? It's because there's such thing as asymptomatic findings. 50% of individuals can find a disc bulge on an MRI, but that does not mean that it creates pain. 50% of people will not have pain with a disc herniation. So we do not want to judge whether someone is healed or not simply based on an image. This is why healing can mean different things for different people. And when you are told, oh, the reason for your pain is because we see this on an image, and in order for you to be out of pain, it has to be gone from the image, that is not an evidence-based or appropriate narrative for individuals suffering from disc herniation pain. So healing does not mean it is off the image. What healing means is that your pain is gone and your function is returned. Hey, real quick, if you're watching this video and you're resonating with the things that I'm saying and you're ready to be pain-free, just click the link below and you can schedule a call personally with my team so we can meet with you, go over your current situation and figure out what you're missing and help you develop a game plan so that you can finally become pain-free. This is for serious people only, so click the link if you are ready to go. back to the show. Some individuals might say, well, then if you still see it on an image, it's not healed, it's still damaged. But the reality is that it could have looked like that before your injury took place. And it can look like that for the rest of your life and never cause a problem. So this is why it is so important to understand that healing can mean reduced pain and improved function. Healing does not have to mean the disc is gone from an image, because chances are very high for a lot of people that if you suffer a disc herniation, a classic scenario, you're lifting the gym, you feel a pop in your back, can barely stand up straight the next day, you're stuck in bed, maybe you're getting sciatica symptoms down the leg now, can barely bend forward. This is a very classic scenario for many of our clients. You might be under the impression that once you are recovered from that there should be no more disc herniation on an image, and that's not true. Many times, if they redo an MRI, a disc bulge or herniation to some capacity can still be there, but that does not mean that they're not healed. And we do not want that to convince someone that they're not healed and make them afraid that, oh, they're damaged for life. Now, if you are someone who's struggling with a disc herniation and you've tried the typical chiropractor and the PT, and maybe you've even tried injections and medications, but you're still struggling with this pain and you're thinking, well, hey, my disc is not healing, my disc is not regressing. Am I one of those people where it's gonna last, it's gonna stick like this and my life is doomed? Well, then I'm here to help you discover a different route than what you've currently been doing, because almost all of our clients have tried the typical stuff and it's all the same thing. You go to the chiropractor multiple times a week, they do a quick adjustment or some soft tissue work and they say keep coming back, but you're relying on them. Or the typical physical therapist where they're giving you the simple exercises that they give everybody else, and they're just having you sit on the treadmill or do some low-level movements that aren't providing any real results. Well, we hear this every single day, and we meet with about 150 people every single week with disc herniations. This is literally all we do, disc and sciatica treatment. So I'm here to tell you what to do different today. I'm going to give you two options for what you can do right now to get better. Option one, there's going to be a link in the description box where you can book a free initial consultation with one of my team members who is an expert on this topic and can analyze your situation, can figure out what you're doing in your plan, what you might be doing wrong, and what you could do right. The second option, I'm going to list my free disc herniation guide in the description box where you can learn 4 ways to prevent a disc herniation and what you should do instead to start the healing process. I want you to get better. I want you to heal. I want you to be able to tell all of your friends and family, hey, I injured my back once, I had a disc herniation, but I recovered because I learned the right steps, and you can too. Because once again, 2% of the population can suffer from a disc herniation on an annual basis. That is a ton of people. And so many people are being told that they are doomed and they are stuck like this and it cannot heal. And that is why I made this video, because I want you to understand that heal does not mean it's gone. Heal is subjective. Heal can mean and look like many different things, but all that matters is that one, when you discover you have a disc herniation, you do not panic and you pursue the right course of action from the start, which is why we exist. And two, you find the right exercises to get you to where you need to be, because all that matters is that you're pain-free and you have full function and you can get back to doing whatever you want to do in your life. And we would love to assist you back to that point. But you can leave this video with confidence knowing that you can get better, you will get better, and there is a way to freedom. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below your thoughts. Please like and subscribe as well if you want me to continue making these videos, and be sure to subscribe to our audio platform, the Low Back Pain Podcast, for more episodes just like this.
Once again, be sure to join my Facebook group, RehabFix Low Back Program, so you can get additional exclusive content and our free sciatica guide immediately upon joining. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are listening on your favorite podcast platform, please leave a 5-star rating and review so we can grow this podcast and help reach more individuals who deserve to get results, who feel like they're spinning their tires and getting frustrated in doing so. As always, move more, move in nature, move in the sun. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.